Two planes take off from the same port. Plane A flies 400 mph at N20 east. Plane B flies 500 mph at south 30 east. How far apart are the planes after 3 hours? What are the bearings from plane A to plane B after 3 hours? The first step of this problem is to underline the key concepts. The second step is to set up a compass and fill in the given information for each plane. Plane A flies at north 20 east and plane B flies at south 30 east. It's important to note that they both start from the same location. Since you know that plane A flies at a rate of 400 mph and the problem asks for the length of 3 hours, the next step is to find the distance plane A and plane B travel. To do this, you multiply the rate by the time for each. As you can see, plane A travels 1,200 miles and plane B travels 1,500 miles. The problem is asking for the distance between plane A and B, so we can draw a connecting line and label it X. To find the missing angle across from X, we can add 20 and 30 and subtract it from 180. This comes out to be 130 degrees. Another way to do this is by finding the complement of 20 and the complement of 30 and then adding those values together. The reason you can do this is because segment A and B are in different quadrants, and each quadrant represents 90 degrees. As you can see, either way you get 130 degrees for this whole angle. Now we have a side, angle, side triangle, and we can use the law of cosines to find the value of x. The law of cosine states that c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. For the purpose of this problem, we're going to call the length of a to b, which is x, we're going to actually call it c. It's important to note that the lowercase letters stand for side lengths and the uppercase letters stand for angle measures in this equation. Before we can plug in the values we know, you have to label the triangle. Since this is a, the opposite side is going to be little a. Since this is capital B, the opposite side is going to be lowercase b. And since this is c, the opposite side is little c. Now it's time to plug in the values we know. We can plug this whole equation into the calculator at the same time to get this number. But now you have to square root it to get the value of c. The value of c is approximately 2,450.31 miles. To find the angle of A, you can use law of sine since you have a side-side sine triangle. Since this whole angle is 130 degrees, you can do sine 130 over the side opposite of it, which is 2,450.31, equals sine of x, which is this angle, over 1,500. Then to get sine of x by itself, you can multiply both sides by 1,500. And then to get x alone, you can do the inverse of sine. So sine -1 is 1,500 sine 130 over 2,450.31. The angle of x is 27.97 degrees, which is this whole angle. Since you know there's 27.97 degrees, and this angle right here is 20 degrees, you can subtract 20 from 27.97, which is about 7.97 or 8 degrees. The bearings from A to B are south 8 east.